Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are Chinni Mahathi Polavarapu, Mahesh Babu Pallapolu, and Kusuma Kankanala. And today, we'll be talking about how data, artificial intelligence, and social media are transforming the world of hiring and recruitment. Our topic is information retrieval in hiring and recruitment. Social media monitoring tool that is Amazon Comprehend. In simpler words, it's about how companies listen, analyze, and act on information, both from social media and from resumes, using AI tools and etc. So let's begin. Let's go to introduction. Um, we live in a world that's driven by data. Every post, review, tweet, and online application generates valuable insights. In business, two critical data driven techniques help organizations stay smart and efficient. So, social media monitoring, which helps them understand what people say about their brand. Information retrieval, this helps them find the best candidates faster. These methods are supported by advanced AI systems that can process huge amounts of text and identify key patterns. The things are a human couldn't never do alone. Think about it. When a company wants to hire a software engineer, it may receive hundreds or thousands of applications. Or when a new product launches, millions of people talk about it online. How can one person analyze all that? That's where tools like Amazon Comprehend come in. They can read, understand, and interpret language automatically. Over the next few slides, we'll connect all these dots and how AI listens to the world that and helps recruiters make data-driven, faster, and fairer decisions. And the next slide is what is social media monitoring? Social media monitoring is basically the art of listening to the internet. It means tracking public discussions happening on platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, or YouTube. Companies monitor their brand mentions, hashtags, customer reviews, and competitor posts to understand public sentiment and market trends. For example, imagine Nike releasing a new shoe line. Within minutes, social media floods with comments, some praising the design, others complaining about price or quality. Nike's analytics team collects those comments and uses AI to analyze the tone, positive, neutral, or negative. That is to decide whether to promote the product further or make quick improvements. That constant listening loop is social media monitoring. So now let's go to importance of social media monitoring. Why is this so important? Because the digital world moves fast. A single post can go viral within hours, like either boosting or damaging a brand's image. By monitoring social media, companies can do these following things, like catching negative publicity early and respond before it escalates. To understand audience needs, like what customers love or dislike, and to measure campaign success, like whether the marketing efforts are effective or not, and also to track their competitors, like to learn what's working for them and not. For instance, when Starbucks see people complain about slow service in a specific region, they can investigate immediately. It's not only about for big brands. Small businesses also monitor platforms to improve customer relationships and adapt faster to trends. And in the next slide, let's learn about how social media monitoring works. Let's break down how this actually happens. Collection. Tools like Hootsuite, Brandwatch, or Mention use APIs to pull posts, comments, and hashtags from various platforms. And the next step is filtering and cleaning. In this step, the system removes spam, duplicates, or unrelated chatter. In step three, there'll be text analysis. Machine learning models study tone, emotion, keywords, and engagement levels. And the step four, that is visualization, insights are displayed on dashboards, graphs that show trends, spikes, or keywords associated with sentiment. And for example, during the launch of iPhone 16, Apple's team used monitoring tools to instantly visualize how millions of users reacted globally. The moment sentiment turns slightly negative, for example, over battery life, the marketing team adjusted messaging within hours. That's the real time power for social media monitoring. And in the next slide, that is applications of social media monitoring. Social media monitoring is used across multiple industries. There are e-commerce, politics, startups, entertainment. So under the e-commerce, we get Amazon or Flipkart for negative reviews to improve service. And in politics, campaign teams track public sentiment and voter emotions. And for the startups, they watch competitive strategies to adapt quickly. And in the entertainment sector, Netflix or Disney analyze online buzz about new releases. During the COVID-19 pandemic, governments even used social media monitoring to identify misinformation trends. So it's far more than marketing. It's a critical data tool for reputation, crisis management, and innovation. And for the next few slides, my friends are going to take over.
Thank you, Chinsai Mahathi. Hi everyone, my name is Mahesh Babu Pallapolu. Now I'm going to start with introduction to IR in hiring. Now let's move into the recruitment part. Information retrieval in hiring. Imagine you are HR at Google and you receive 10,000 applications for one data analytic job. It's impossible to read every resume manually. It would take lot of time, like weeks, days. We don't know exactly. Instead, recruiters use IR systems, AI-powered search tools that automatically scan, filter, and rank candidates based on the job criteria. Think of it like Google search, but for people. These systems analyze resume for skills, experience, and relevance. They use natural language processing to understand text just like we do. For example, recognizing that BSc in computer science and bachelor's degree in CS means the same thing. That way, recruiters doesn't waste time on manual screening. They focus on the top candidates immediately. We move to the next slide, how HR helps hiring. We can see the how HR helps hiring. Here, how IR actually helps. Uh, Keyword and context matching. It does not just look for words, it understands the context. Semantic analysis. It identifies related skills like connecting data visualization to Tableau or Power BI. Uh, Fairness. It reduces bias since algorithm does not judge age, gender, or any background verification. And one more thing is time saving. Thousands of resumes are processed within minutes. For example, if the job description requires machine learning experience, a candidate who worked with deep learning would still be recognized as a good fit because the system understands the relation between the deep learning and the machine learning. That's the advantage of AI-driven recruitment. It moves from literal word matching to understand meaning. Now we are moving to the next slide. Benefits of IR in recruitment. The benefits are wide-ranging. First one is speed and efficiency, large volume of data processed instantly. The second thing is consistency. Every resume is evaluated using the same criteria. And one more is fairness and objectivity. It reduces biasness and human error. Another one is scalability, supports mass hiring campaigns. And the last thing is strategic hiring, helps build long-term talent pipelines. This means companies can focus on the human side of hiring, the interview and fit which technology handles the heavy data processing. We are moving to the next slide. IR recruitment workflow. Here we can see that here what's the typical IR workflow looks like. Step one, applicants upload resume to applicant tracking system. We can call it as ATS. And in step two, the system extracts key details like education, skills, and experience, and their background. In step three, it matches those against the job requirements using AI algorithms. In step four, recruiters receive a ranked list of the best fit candidates. This entire process can happen within seconds. Platforms like LinkedIn and Indeed already use this approach to match job seekers and recruiters more intelligently. It transfers recruitment from a manual task into a data-driven strategy. We are moving to the next slide. Amazon comprehensive overview. Now let's focus on the technology that make this possible. Amazon Comprehend. It's natural. It's a natural language processing service developed by Amazon Web Services. It uses machine learning to extract meaning from the text automatically. Uh, what can it do? Detect language like English, Spanish, some other language, etc., etc. Extract key phrases and entities like name, skills, organization. Perform sentiment analysis like positive, neutral, negative. Classify documents by topics. For example, if you feed it a candidate resumes, it can instantly tell you what skills they have, their experience level, and what type of roles they fit best. The beauty is the comprehend can analyze millions of documents in minutes, and it keeps learning from data to get better over time. Oh, thank you guys. My friend gonna continue from the next slide.
So, hello everyone. Now, let's focus on the Amazon Comprehend in HR. So, in the HR context, Comprehend is a game changer. So, it can analyze resumes, cover letters, and even email responses. So, it identifies candidate skills and experience automatically, removing the need for manual screening. Suppose a company is looking for a marketing manager with experience in SEO and content strategy, then the Comprehend will scan resumes and automatically flag people whose profiles match those keywords and related concepts like search optimization or digital campaign analysis. So it can also measure sentiment in email interviews. So it detecting whether a candidate's tone is positive, confident, or uncertain or negative. So, when integrated with an ATS, this creates an end to end smart hiring pipeline from application to the selection. So, this all works during the hiring process of the Amazon Comprehend. And next, we gonna discuss about the Amazon Comprehend sentiment analysis. Here, another key feature is sentiment analysis. The comprehend can read any text, a social media post or a review or an email. So, and also it identifies the emotion behind it, not only just reviewing or reading the text, it also can identify the emotion behind it. And it classifies text as positive, negative, neutral, or mixed. So, for example, HR teams can analyze employee feedback from surveys to understand workplace more without like any manually reading thousands of comments. Instead of reading all the thousands of comments, it can review the feedback just by analyzing the HR teams. So, if sentiment towards work life balance is mostly negative, then the management knows to act on it and how it depends. So, this gives companies real time insight into culture and morale. So, something that used to take weeks of manual analysis. So, this helps to uh, take time and the companies to analyze it. So for the next slide, it's real world examples. So to see how these technologies work in practice. For example, let's take LinkedIn and Indeed. So these use IR techniques to match job seekers to roles and rank profiles. And Amazon uses Comprehend internally to analyze customer and employee feedback at scale. So Netflix and Google also. It also use text analytics to study viewer or user sentiment so they can improve content and brand engagement, and airlines and banks as well. So they monitor social media to spot complaints and respond instantly without any further delay. So these are not future concepts, they're happening right now every second all around us. Everything that goes around the world is being everything like Amazon, Netflix, airlines and everything all depends on that. And coming to the conclusion, to sum up our presentation, in today's digital era, data is the new fuel that drives business decisions. So, social media monitoring, for example, helps companies listen to the world and manage reputation. For information retrieval and recruitment, it helps them to find the right people efficiently and fairly. And coming to Amazon Comprehend, it ties everything together by reading and understanding human language at scale. So, together, they make organizations smarter, faster, and more human focused. So, technology doesn't replace humans, but it empowers us to make better decisions. Thank you so much for listening, and we would be happy to take your questions. Thank you.